What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I am Dkhairho. I'm going to do a quick video showing you guys how I took an Ahmad Jamal sample and reversed it and came out with something really dope. So this is the original. I'm gonna play a part because you know YouTube got that. Yeah, I'm gonna play a part. Yeah, hopefully you could get that, man. And let me see if I could do something here, man, because they be honest. They be honest samplers here. That's another part of the sample, right? But that ain't the part I took. So the part I took, which I ain't gonna share, I ain't gonna give away all my secrets and stuff, but the part I took is here. Notice that part, and actually what I did, I actually slowed that part down. So I have it at -10, and this is how it sounds normal. So if y'all want to try to snatch it up, you know, this is it. And I slowed it down to a -10, and I came up with this after I put it in reverse. Yeah, that's what I like doing. And so on my drum sounds, I just got a kick, 2 snares, and I actually have them beat together to play at the same time. A closed hat, an open hat, and a sub. Other sounds I used, I haven't finished the whole beat, but I'm gonna put another part using this again, but I'm gonna thin it out like this. Do some real hip hop stuff with that. And then I got a horn. Just that simple. And then also Far Side. Y'all know I like the Far Side. I love the Far Side. Straight out the 90s for me.
This right here. This right here.
And I came up with that. And yeah, I put everything together. It came out really dope. One of the things that I do want to say is that I came across like reversing samples back in the day. Paul Revere by the Beastie Boys was a dope ass song for me, man. And I like that that drum loop that they used. And what had happened is I was trying to create a beat and I reversed it and the drum loop. And so I said, man, let me reverse some more sounds. And this was, like I say, back in the day, as you can see my age, because I'm talking about the Beastie Boys, Paul Revere. Was back in the day, man. I wrote the lyrics down to that song just to learn it, because as a kid I wanted to say that song all the time. But anyway, long story short, I said let me reverse some samples, and I reversed a few samples, mainly started with horns. And when I reversed those horns, I was able to come up with sounds that didn't sound nothing like the original song, and then kind of create my own beat just based off of that, playing backwards, because as you guys know, I like to, like what I call, puzzle my samples together and create my own instrument. So I started getting that reverse sound, and what that reverse sound also gives you, it's like a lower end bass line, where you, at most times, you may not even have to play a bass line under it. You could just kind of throw up throw a sub in there or something to kind of carry the beat. But anyway, that's what I did with this. So I don't want to get into, like I said, talking too much about it. I just want to play it for you guys and let you guys see what I actually came up with. And I enjoyed it, man. It came out really dope, man. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. So let's hit play and let's check it out. So real quick, let's talk about this arranger screen here. This is the screen that you go about creating your song build up. The reason that I want to talk about this real quick is because I had a viewer ask me a question as to how I go about setting up my songs in the Maschine Software. So basically everything starts in this screen here. And as you can see, I got a bunch of different patterns and for different areas. And this is because this is how I do my drops and things like that, which is when we hop back to the arranger screen, you're going to see how I do it. But you notice that I named some and I didn't name all. And this was because of the fact that I'm still in the process of building this beat up. But going back to the arranger screen, you'll see, let's say in this area here, these drums looking at this section here, are not going to appear the same as the drums previously, because of the fact that I did some deletes of certain sounds. And as we go through it, you'll see that certain things change as far as the drums go. Another thing you'll notice is that I have certain sections here that have, let's say, the horn. The pink is the horns. The green is the main sample, which is going to play all the way through. And like I say, mainly in the drums, you'll see a lot of different changes. And that's because of the drops that I created. And then that this right here from the far side, you'll notice that it's dropping in and out at different spots as well in the song. What happens is, one, I'm able to do this by, let's say, highlighting this area here, and then I'll hit unique, and that creates its own unique area. And then let's say also, once I create it as a unique, I can just go and change it to whatever I want it to be by typing it in there. Another thing you can do, just to touch on that a little bit, is if I want to add another track, I'll just highlight this plus, press down on the plus sign there, and then I'll right click, and then I'll select whatever pre-made scene that I already had, and then I can go in and again make it unique and rename it if I choose to do so. But in this case, like I said, because the song is already pretty much built up, I'm just gonna undo that. But I will go about and add an intro once I get the artist to rap on here, so I'll know how I want to do it. But yeah, so basically this is it. This area here is 8 bars, and then your verse is always gonna be, doesn't always have to be anymore. That's back in my day, but we used to use 16 bars for a verse. And then as you can see here, chorus again, that's 8 bars, and then you're going to go with another 16 here for your second verse, because this is only going to be 2 artists on this song, 1 verse apiece, and then you'll just tag this out. So you'll normally probably let this play for about 8 bars or so, and then fade it out towards the end, and that'll be the end of the song, unless you want to do some type of outro. But like I said, this is the ability to make these tracks unique so you can make changes is probably one of the things that, because I didn't understand it initially, and if you go back to my scenes and pattern video, you'll see how I did this thing. But back when I was doing it, man, I was really frustrated because I liked, and I still like, the song build-up process on the MPC, and I was trying to duplicate that in the Maschine software, but it's totally different, and I understand why. But like I said, back when I first got on, and that was actually I had the Maschine 1, and I took that back after a month. Then I got the Micro several years later, and I enjoyed that, which led me to the MK3. But yeah, man, it's just about understanding this process of things, and like adding beats, adding scenes and putting your song together and all of that. And it was a frustrating thing for me, but now that I know, this is why I'm able to work in this more often and do a lot of creative things. But if you got any questions on that portion, go ahead and look at my scenes and pattern video. Like I said, I didn't really want this to be too long. Wanted to focus mainly on the beat that I did with this, with reversing the sounds and how I made it come out dope. And what I do like about that sample is that I don't really have to put a bass line under it unless I want to thicken it up. Another thing that I did do to the sample is I changed my filter to a low pass filter, so to give me more bottom end. And of course that other one, which is this one here, you'll see that it's a high pass, and that's because it's gonna sound thin like that. But and this is gonna be my intro. So it's kind of staticky and irritating right now, but that's gonna be the intro. And yeah, man, so let's play this beat back, and I'm gonna let y'all ride out to it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, it was just something quick. I just wanted to share with y'all what I was doing. So let's check out. All right.